everyone, Rachel Willow here. So with winter hopefully ending soon and spring right around the corner, now is a perfect time to start thinking about some of your spring home maintenance projects or things that may have happened during winter that you're going to need some improvement on. So I was out walking earlier today and it was very clear that a lot of people have received some roof damage from the snow. So it was either through the gutters being built up and starting to bow away from the house or coming down completely. Some people from the icicles hanging for so long. I saw a couple people who had roof damage or siding damage because the icicles had taken off like a whole section. So now's the perfect time to try and get on these handyman on their lists and to get on the roster pretty much of what all you need to be doing. Is it your roofing person? Is it your siding? Did your walkway get torn up from a snow plow or from you plowing it or something? Now is the perfect time to call these people because they're already starting to get people who are getting on the list and are getting booked out. And if spring comes early, you might be able to get this done earlier and it won't be middle of June or middle of July. Another thing to get on the list for, if you're not already, if you need to blacktop your driveway, seal your driveway, you want to put in a driveway, concrete, gravel, whatever, same thing. Contact all these people and start getting on the list for gravel to be dropped off, when your blacktop's going to be sealed, all of these things. And then outside of home maintenance, because I'm sure everybody during this winter was doing indoor home maintenance. Another thing that Dan and I are starting to think about is outdoor projects that don't involve the home. And so, a few years ago, we had our yard when we bought the home was fenced in and it was only part of the yard and it really broke the yard up. And so we actually had the fence taken out and put in a nice patio. Well, along with that came no landscape. So over the past few years, little by little, we've been landscaping our back patio. Well, that's exactly what we're thinking about. What do we want to plant? Do we need to be ordering bulbs if we're wanting a specific plant? Where are we going to be planting? Things like that. So we're starting to think about that because, like I said, spring is coming and pretty soon we'll be able to plant all of these. So they'll be ready in time for late spring, early summer, fall, depending on what we plant. And then our garden. So this past year, we actually we didn't plan too great, or I didn't plan too great. I got what we typically would get and maybe a few other vegetables and garden items that I thought, let's try out. I've never tried growing this before. And I didn't really plan through the logistics of everything. So there were some things that got strangled and didn't get enough sun. Other things that were planted in the wrong area and just didn't do that great. So this year, we're being more logistic about it. And we're really thinking through what we're planting, what do we really eat, what'll do well, because we've tried several different things in the past that have not. For example, this past year we tried out broccoli and cauliflower and Brussels sprouts. That did not go in our favor. And then we're also kind of redoing our garden. So when we bought the house, there was a garden here, a very simple stake fence line. And while we love it and it's great, it's not really keeping the critters out. It's not really keeping things up off the ground. So if there is, say, the ability to plant in May, but there's still the potential for frost, we're having to worry about things not making it or things like that. So same thing, we're completely rethinking that as well. So on that note, start thinking about outdoor projects and things you may want to accomplish. Start the honey-do list now. Because again, if you need help from other people, if you're needing contractors, things like that, they fill up fast, and now is the time to be thinking through all this stuff, because before you know it, we'll all be outside enjoying the warm weather again, and you don't want to miss out because you're still thinking about other things that need to be done. And of course, with our baby girl on the way and me starting to nest, our honey-do list slowly but surely is becoming a little bit longer, a little bit shorter, a little bit longer, a little bit shorter. So this has been something that's been on my mind a lot lately. So comment below if you have any outdoor projects you were trying to get done this spring/summer. If you have any tips or tricks for your garden, what has done great for you, what hasn't. I'd love to hear, because we are all learning and trying to figure this out together. Have a great day. Bye.